The countdown is on for the release of Israel's captives in Gaza in exchange for Palestinian prisoners. The International Committee of the Red Cross has several buses in Deir el-Balah in central Gaza in preparation for the swap. 20 Israeli captives are expected to be handed over, as well as nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners. I'm going to take you to these live pictures here of Ofer prison near Ramallah. It's on the occupied West Bank, and it's from there that many of the Palestinian prisoners will be released by Israel. And heading now to these scenes. These scenes are taking place in Hostages Square in Tel Aviv, where families of the Israeli captives are awaiting news of their release. Nour Odeh is following developments in Israel from Amman. She's there because the Israeli government has banned Al Jazeera from reporting inside Israel, as well as from the occupied West Bank. Our diplomatic editor, James Bays, is standing by in New York. But first, let's get over to Hind Khoudary in Khan Younis in southern Gaza. Hind, what's the mood there ahead of the release?
It's indeed a very big day and a very important day and a day of freedom for thousands of Palestinian families. We're waiting and anticipating the freedom of at least 2,000 Palestinian prisoners. Among them are Palestinians who were detained after October the 7th, October 2023. And also we are waiting for families to arrive here in Al-Nasser hospital, where the prisoners are going to be released. They're going to come here to receive their medical checkup, and there also going to be a ceremony held in Al-Nasser hospital. Everyone's waiting, everyone's anticipating, and everyone is waiting. We're talking about families that have been deprived from knowing anything about their family members. We're talking about mothers that are waiting for their sons, daughters and sons that are waiting to meet their fathers after years of prisoners. We are also aware that most of the prisoners are going to be tired and exhausted, where we saw previously freed prisoners where they have been deprived from medications, food, water, and they have been living very, very harsh conditions. But indeed, today is a very big day for Palestinians, and it's also a happy day of celebrating freedom for thousands of Palestinian prisoners.
Nour Odeh is following developments in Amman, and she's following these developments in Israel from the Jordanian capital. Major anticipation in Tel Aviv. Nour, crowds already gathering, as we've been seeing in Hostage Square, and some last-minute disputes over who is really going on and what's really going to happen here as well.
That's right, Rashad. The families of Israeli captives and their supporters actually spent the night in that square in Tel Aviv. There's a lot of anticipation. There's also a lot of fear, apprehension until the very last minute. Nobody's going to believe that this is actually happening until it actually materializes. There were last-minute changes concerning the names of the Palestinians from Gaza who will be released. Let's just remind our viewers, the names of Palestinians imprisoned by the Israeli military court system, 250 of them serving life and long sentences, has been published and finalized. The list of 1,700 Palestinians who will be released to Gaza, who were disappeared from Gaza during the war, was not published. So there was discussions until the very last minute, and that increases the apprehension, if you will. Who will be released? Who will stay behind? How many will stay behind? Those are the kinds of answers that families will be looking for.
Now, Hind, we've seen images of the Red Cross buses gathering there in Gaza. Now, tell us about the time frame here. What happens when these Israeli captives leave Gaza and the release of the Palestinian prisoners begin?
Now, we still don't have any confirmation about the timing. We do not know what's going to happen. We're here on standby waiting for the Palestinian prisoners. But we know that they're going to be handed from the Red Cross buses, and they're going to enter this building for medical checkpoint. Now, also, Mohammed, please. And this is going to be where the Palestinian families where the Palestinian families were going to be waiting for their family members and for the Palestinians that are going to be freed. It's obvious that there's going to be a ceremony where there is a stage that is being established and set up, and there are also a lot of chairs. But according to the organizers in the hospitals, they're saying that they are expecting thousands of Palestinians that are going to be attending this ceremony. They're also expecting a lot of families. And also, let me remind you the fact that some families do not know if their family members are going to be freed today or not. So there are a lot of Palestinians that are going to come here waiting, looking through the eyes and faces of the other Palestinian prisoners and searching to see if their family members or their beloved ones are going to be freed. We're talking about thousands of Palestinians that were arrested during the Israeli ground invasion. Most of them have been missing, and there are a lot of Palestinians that are approaching us right now. Did you have the final list? Do we know who's coming out? Do we know who's going to be released? And there's a lot of questions still unanswered, but I confirm that this is a day that Palestinians have been waiting for so long.
Nour, Israel and Gaza, well, we've been here before: conflicts, wars, ceasefire deals, the breakdown of ceasefire deals. The omens aren't great. How has this all played out in the past?
Well, it hasn't played out well, Rashad. In the past, Israel broke the ceasefire agreements using various pretexts, and to the outrage of mediators. Let's just remember that in January, a ceasefire in place, 3 phases. Hamas kept its end of the bargain. Israel broke the ceasefire unilaterally and relaunched a full-fledged assault on Gaza, where hundreds were killed in the first day in March. And then it imposed a total siege, creating a famine, engineering starvation in Gaza. The difference right now is the heavy involvement of Donald Trump. Before heading to the region, he said the war is over. This is not exactly what Netanyahu wanted to hear, certainly not what his coalition partners wanted to hear. But that involvement of the United States, which is crucial because the U.S. funded, armed Israel to carry out this war, provided it with political protection during 2 years. The fact that Donald Trump is calling it quits is significant. Israel cannot resume the war without U.S. blessing, if you will. So there are a lot of questions to be answered, and we wait to hear what Donald Trump will say in the Knesset. He's talking about peace, but peace, as we know, Rashad, is not just the lack of bombing. There's a lot more that has to be involved, including reconstruction in Gaza, ending the siege, and Palestinian governance. Those are the things that everybody will be waiting to hear from Donald Trump today.
Nour, thank you very much. Nour Odeh there joining us from Amman, and of course Hind Khoudary there in Khan Younis.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.